Hi, family. Okay, I'm doing another quick video and thinking about interrupting the patterns and coming into the painting. Remember, this whole process is about integrating my life and making connections with what's happening. And hopefully by doing that, someone else can see my experience and make some connections in their own life. But one of the things that I thought I'd share, it'd be neat to share, is I ended up starting painting. I was going through kind of a rocky relationship, which is something that's almost too familiar for me. And not rocky in the sense of like we're fighting or whatever, but there was always this little turmoil, and it took a moment for me to understand and a lot of counseling that actually I am an empath, and so I actually feel the emotions of other people. So when they're going through something and they're around me or not, and if they don't have to really be around me, if it's someone I love and I'm connected with, I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel the heaviness, and I'm gonna actually, in a lot of cases, feel it heavier than they actually do. And if that sounds crazy to you, imagine being me. It's very true. And if you know me, it's hard to know me and not have seen tears, because I'm always feeling a lot, or not have seen me say I have to take an emotional break day, or I can't come to that event because there's just too much going on and I can't be on. And I didn't even know what that meant. I just knew that certain environments where there were a lot of hurting people, grieving people, and you would think that might be, yeah, funerals or whatever, the obvious. No, that's just can be regular church. That can be a party. That can be wherever, because there are hurting people. There are people who feel trapped that are everywhere. And so anywhere where there's people that I'm connected to, not necessarily the public, even though I can. I was, so that I'm not going to go into that video, but on the trail the other day, I ran across this jogger twice. And the second time I saw her, I said, "Are you okay?" And she looked at me and she just started crying and she shook her head no. And I knew it. Like, I knew she wasn't. And she was just jogging, little cute thing, just doing it. Like, I wish I could jog up those heels like that. I couldn't. But I felt it. Like, I felt her energy. It was so strong. So anyway, but what I wanted to share is, so when I was in that place, in it with a person that I really did care, I really care a lot about, I still care a lot about them, and they were in just this turmoil place, which then, I felt this energy, and I started the painting, and so one of the paintings I did this particular day, and I don't know how clear this is going to be, but I'll just show you a little bit of it. So anyway, you can just kind of see just a blob of a bunch of stuff. And I could probably share, I think I have a picture of it that might be a little better. But anyway, what I did to create that is I actually picked colors that represented how I was feeling in that moment. And I just put blobs of those colors on the canvas. And then I got a big brush, not a little paintbrush, thing, but an actual, like if you were, I guess it's not big enough to paint a fence, but maybe a 3-inch brush. But and I just started smearing. And that's what created that. I just started smearing the colors, and that represented what was going on inside me. I was just smearing up and down, and then as you can see, I just took the brush and I just started smearing, and it kind of almost looks like a tornado. That was never the intent. When I'm painting, it's not that I'm actually doing it. It's almost like it's coming through me. It is me taking the emotion outside of here and putting it out, and so that's what I did. And then I said, okay, that's there. And when it was out, I felt so much better. That's a case of interrupting the pattern. It just, like, I took it out of me, put it out somewhere else. And then I looked at it and I actually loved the painting. I loved it. And so it's just so amazing. The gift. Oh my God. I just had an awareness, the gift of that, and the messages in the message in that is when we open up and we give back to God whatever that pain is, whatever that is, and just say, here, I'm going to throw it all out on this canvas. I'm going to throw it all out on this trail and jog. I'm going to throw it all out on this motorcycle and learn to ride it. I'm going to throw it all out in the garden and plant some new, whatever we do, guess what? God is so faithful, and he gives the increase, and he makes that thing so beautiful. And you look back and you remember it was when I started this video, I was not really doing it to talk about to make this connection. It's happening in the moment. It's happening in the moment. And that's what's so beautiful just by sharing. What I was planning to share with the video was that which felt so awful in the moment. After I got done, I just got another clean white canvas. I did the same thing and I said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take these same colors. So I took the same basic color, which is, I don't even remember what the color is. It's kind of a golden color. And I just kind of went over that white canvas with that and took the same colors that were there, put them on in different blotches, took the same paintbrush and went and just did single lines. And look, created this beautiful butterfly. And I love butterflies. I believe that, I believe butterflies are angels. I believe they are our angels. Well, I think everything is angel, everything, but I think well, I'm not going to say I don't think everything is an angel or are angels. I think we get messages from everything. So that's a better way to put that. But butterflies, I think, are angels. I think they come to bring life. And I think they share with us. Because if you think about the butterfly that starts out as who wants to be a caterpillar? We don't, I mean, that's not what we want. Like you're crawling around and you're on the floor and, someone doesn't even have to want to kill you to accidentally step on you. Like that's not something that someone goes, oh, I wish I were a caterpillar. Like that never happens. But look how beautiful the caterpillar becomes. And now going back to that first painting, like this is the caterpillar stage. This is what happens. And so whenever you're in that moment, and this is for me now, this ain't even for y'all no more. This ain't even for y'all no more. This is for me. When you're in that moment, or when I'm in that caterpillar moment where shit just doesn't seem to be going right. I don't things aren't lining up the way I think they need to line up. Newsflash, we're not in control of it. And so sometimes that caterpillar, almost all the time, that caterpillar moment, if we put it out and we share, can be that transformational moment that transitions us to the butterfly. And if you are someone out there and that is your story and you've had a success or whatever that thing was for you, please come to the comments and share that, because people need to know that. Like those moments when you, and I'll tell you the thing, I talked about my God box in another video. But writing those caterpillar moments when you're stressed about something, when you think, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I got you have those moments like, I got myself in some shit this time. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a money situation, whether it's a job situation, whether you said something to somebody you can't take back, whatever those moments are, that where you feel defeated or you feel that you have let someone get you out of your character, or whatever that moment is. Like mine can be road rage a little bit, where you have those moments, write those moments down. Not necessarily what you did, but what's behind it. Because usually there's some pain, there's some fear, there's some stress, there's some what is it? Shame. That's the word I'm looking for. There's some shame. There's something back there in the background. So if you take a moment and you don't have to share it with everybody, you can write it down like I do on a little sticky and get yourself a neat God box. I don't have it. I'm not going to stop the video to go get my God box in this moment, but I will share that in another video. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to keep a list of all the little stuff that I want to make sure and share in a future video. But get yourself something that you like. It can be, you can go to the dollar store. I find the best boxes anywhere, like just I like antique those little wooden little antique boxes, but or treasure chests, those little wooden treasure chest things. And so that's kind of what I got. But get those, put those little things in there, and then what I do is I do it at year end, but you could do it at month end. You could do it whenever. Look back. You can stop now and say, okay, let's look at something in my life that I'm proud of. Something that I've done that I'm proud of. I'm happy with the outcome, or at one point I was happy with the outcome of it. And then go back before that and see those caterpillar moments that got you to that point, because they're there. Because it's those moments that change us. It's those moments that interrupt us. It's those moments where we have to connect to our deepest self and learn who we really are. And we have to show up for ourselves. And in those moments, that's where the payoff is the greatest. So with that, I wanted to share my little butterfly. You guys can have my butterfly picture. I'm going to post, I'll put a picture of the butterfly as well down in the comments to this, because I just love my butterfly. And if you need my butterfly, you can take my butterfly and put that as your screensaver to remind you, interrupt the pattern, and remind you that whatever caterpillar moment you might be going through, there is an end, and that end is always good. It always gets better, baby. Sometimes it might go down first. Sometimes it might seem like it just keeps hitting the fan, but it always gets better. With that, I love you. Remember, as you go through each day, the people that you come in contact with, especially those that are right with you every day, your family, those closest, love on them, listen to them, talk to them, ask them what's going on with them, and really listen. And if you're the person who's being asked, really share. Like really share. Not just, oh, it's fine. Not just, I'm going to maintain this image. Not just that I want you to think of me as this. Really share who you are. Because a lot of times we don't know who people are until when? When do we know that? When they're dead. Then they're gone. And then everybody gets up and talk about all these wonderful things they did. Today is my stepmom's birthday, and she and my dad are both gone. And it was in those funerals that people come up and say, well, she always brightened my day. She always had something positive to say. She always would give you these little prayer cards or some little thing that just told you God loves you, baby. And she might not have even been happy herself, but she was going to give it to somebody else. And it's in those moments, it's when you're gone that people know it and people appreciate it. Guess when she needed to hear that? She needed to hear that when she was here. She needed to hear that when she was here. And I am not going to keep crying on these videos, but she needed to hear that when she was here. So when you have those people in your life, and to my mom, Mom, I love you. I call my mom and I let her know, look, I'm checking on you. I love you, Mom. I say that all the time. Like literally. And there was a time in our lives where that didn't happen. But you have to interrupt those moments. You have to get it right while they're here, while the people you love are here. And that's just not just for parents. That's for babies. That's for sisters. That's for brothers. That's for anybody who's had an impact in your life. Because guess what? We all impact each other's lives in the smallest ways sometimes in huge ways. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's great. But let people know that they made a difference, because they may not know that. And it might be that thing that interrupts their caterpillar moment. So don't assume everybody has it together. Don't assume just because the outside, oh, she's this or she's that or she has a website or she's that. You can get a website, baby. Let me just tell you, you can go on GoDaddy and design a whole website in 15 minutes for $5.99. Like that. That's not a big deal. As a matter of fact, that might be a video I'm going to post. So if anybody wants that, something like that, I'll do that. I'll get a GoToMeeting on here and walk through creating a whole website. Tell me the name that you want that website to be, and you can literally, on video, watch me create that website. So my point is, everything that you want to do, everything that you think of, you can do that. So I got a lot of different messages going through this video, but the key was, we are butterflies. We are all in transition, and embrace the transition, embrace the moment, and live your best life. So with that, again, I'm going to end with appreciate those around you, share with the people you love, listen to what people are saying, share openly with people, laugh at the jokes, tell the jokes. Don't be so tight in whatever in life. It's just not that serious. Because guess what? Guess what? Here's the secret. Here is the secret that most people forget every day. You gonna die. You gonna be up out of here. Quit taking yourself so serious. Stop it. Stop the insanity. Love you. Have a blessed day. Love, Smooches. Bye-bye.